Hello, and thank you for joining us. Sit back, relax, while we try to share the sights and sounds of Niger, West Africa, temporary home of our son Jason, who is a Peace Corps volunteer there. So here at International Airport, at the International Terminal, we're ready to embark on our trip to Africa. Breeze, had a good trip over from Dubuque and things are looking good. Well, we'll step inside now, and neat, they have a video screen above the seats and it keeps monitoring the plane as it's traveling. It tells you where it's at. Every once in a while they flash up how high you are and how fast you're going. Ground speed, destination. The first leg of the journey taking us 4,127 miles to Paris, France. Having a 16-hour layover in Paris gives us the opportunity to do some sightseeing there. After a nearly 8-hour flight, it's a welcome stretch. Well, this is a view from the Eiffel Tower. We're up to the second stage. The third stage is closed today, so we couldn't go up that high. Elevators bringing people up to the second stage of the Eiffel Tower here. This is kind of similar to the 4th Street elevator. Quite a bit steeper, but it's a similar deal. I got a couple of big wheels here that pull them up on a cable. Here comes the elevator now to load of people. They pack about twice as many in as they should. Quite a ways up there. Well, this is a fountain right across from the Eiffel Tower in Paris. It's really nice, really stunning. I wish it was a little warmer today. It was about 32 degrees when we landed at 7 o'clock this morning, and it hasn't warmed up a heck of a lot. And we're not really dressed for the cold, so we're just toughing it out. Off with the roller skates here. We're on a subway in Paris right now. We've got a musician over here. He's sort of serenading us. Well, we're in Paris on the main drag over here. It's called Champs-Élysées. Pretty fancy place. A lot of people. It's even cold today, and it's the 12th of February, and there's a lot of tourists here, so it must be a jungle in the summertime. This is a nice little shop we ran across. The Louvre in Paris. It's quite a place. The Mona Lisa's on display up here. There's a big crowd around there. And this is a pretty impressive building here and everything. Of our trip from Paris to Niamey, Niger, our destination is the Snap, taking us 4 hours and 53 minutes to fly the 2,448 miles. Our first awareness that we weren't in Kansas anymore was the military presence at the airport. It's a little unnerving having armed soldiers checking your luggage and patting you down. It was reassuring to see Jason waving to us, even though he was on the other side of a security fence. I had a little trouble with a guard. He wouldn't give me my video camera back, but Jason, seeing I was having trouble, talked his way past security, and finding the guard spoke Zarma, the same language of his village, he found out the guard wanted to charge me a duty to bring the camera in. But after chatting with Jason and Zarma for a while, the guard decided it would be okay to take the camera through because we weren't French. Seems like they don't like the French too good here. And here we are in Niamey. It's our first day. We just got off the taxi. This is Niamey, Niger. And this is kind of the way it is. It's pretty crude around here. I don't think anybody's seen a video camera before. We're getting a lot of attention. I got to move along a little bit. Jason's right over here. He's buying an egg sandwich for me. This guy that makes egg sandwiches over here.
It's his first breakfast in Niger.
Egg sandwich place. All Peace Corps volunteers eating egg sandwiches this morning.
We don't even call them like egg salad sandwiches or like, you know, we just say egg sandwich. Egg sandwich.
And get coffee too.
Has anyone got seriously ill eating these yet or anything? The sanitary conditions don't look like they're...
Is it regular coffee?
No, it's Nescafe like that.
Eggs are getting really expensive now. How much are they? Like 100? No.
You're almost
What's 75?
75 francs a piece.
No, someone paid 100 francs here yesterday. Not here.
Here?
Really?
What's he
How
got
much
back
usually
there, Jason?
pay
Old,
He's got a
I
little,
have
he's got like a
250
little,
francs, so you
some
make
kind of
that.
stove. I'm not sure what kind of fuel he uses.
What? I've got 100 franc picks. Can't give you 250.
I don't have any money.
You got 500 or 250 or 100.
They're 250 for Liz.
Ah.
How many?
Monopoly money.
Monopoly money,
Isn't
hey.
it pretty?
Company? Oh, okay.
How many CFI is an egg sandwich now, Jay?
I don't know.
Depends on how many eggs I got.
Oh, okay.
Fofo. How did you go? Someone.
No, Gouda.
That's Jason and Charlotte and a couple of other Peace Corps volunteers there. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and I'll do a little filming in there. It's quite a place. Really a crash pad. Well, I'm inside the compound now. I'll do a little panning around here. Morning, Fofo. Yeah. And anyway, these are some of the kids' pickups here. They've got different teams have the Toyota pickups they use. So when they come to town, they bring a Toyota pickup in with them. And there's a wall around the whole place. They have, I think, 4 or 5 of these fellows here hired that take care of the place for them, run them, make sure that nobody walks off with it or anything. And it's, I don't know, looks pretty crude around here.
Sandwich.
Oh, it's not bad.
What's the verdict?
That's pretty good, Jason.
Yeah?
I think I'll live, I hope anyway.
Oh, I think so.
First day here, I don't want to go down sick.
Yeah, that'd be a drag, to say the least. So yeah, so the little guy brought it over for us and everything, right? Yeah, service with a smile.
Delivered right to the door.
Yeah, gotta like that.
In the hostel here, all the kids are sitting around, ready to take off to their respective posts. They'll all be leaving here. They generally come in the weekend to stay here, kind of crash, catch up on what's going on with one another, and head on back on Sunday. Got it pretty nice. They got a gate here, and they've got a gardener that takes care of the place. This is quite a bit nicer than your average home around here. They've got it fixed up real nice, flowers, and that's where the caretaker lives right there. He's got his own house, lives there with his wife or wives, whatever. And they, of course, here it takes quite a bit of water to keep all this stuff green and looking nice, but he does a real good job on that.
Okay, this is John Salonica, and he works for an organization called Lutheran World Relief here in Niger. and it's another kind of development organization that works with people, helping them improve their state of affairs here in Niger. So maybe John, tell folks back home a little bit what your organization does and maybe how it's a little bit different than Peace Corps, or what your relationship is with Peace Corps.
Lutheran World Relief's been in Niger since about 1975. We've mainly done development work, garden wells, and vegetable gardens, and we've hired people to go out and train people to do literacy projects, and we try to help people help themselves. And sometimes that's directly helping village associations, but sometimes that's helping Peace Corps volunteers help other village associations or villagers individually. Sometimes we work with government agencies here in Niger and our own USAID, which is a development agency of our United States government. And we do other things with the Catholic Relief Services here. There's a group called Caritas run out of the Catholic Mission here. And we send quilts and soap to them to distribute here in Niger during the cold season. They distribute them to poor people in villages, but also at hospitals and in prisons. Do a little bit of everything.
Oh, good.
So how would you say that's different than the work Peace Corps does?
Peace Corps has lots of hands-on experience. They send a lot of people out here, whereas we mainly work with the people that are already here, mainly indigenous people. But like I said, sometimes we call on Peace Corps to help us.
Yeah, since like most of your work is done in French and things like that, with like government agents and things like that, and representatives in the village. Yeah.
When you mentioned the cool season, how cool does it actually get here, John?
Sometimes it dips down into the 50s.
Into the 50s?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
definitely. In the morning sometimes it's 50.
Now, what were you saying the name of the place was here? It's the hottest place on earth or something? It has the highest temperature year round?
Tillabéri.
Tillabéri, yeah.
Tillabéri?
It's a city on a rock.
City on a rock.
Okay.
I gotta go answer
John
my
has to go
phone.
answer.
Okay, well, we went for a walk tonight. This is a tavern overlooking the river, the Niger River over there, and it's supposed to be beautiful to watch the sunset here. They claim the sun just drops right out of the sky when it finally gets ready to go down. I'll just walk through this. So here's a couple of bread ovens here. This is where they actually do make the bread that they serve here at this tavern. Here, I think that's chicken they're barbecuing here. I don't think I'll have any. Yeah, this is a tavern, folks. Thatched roof and all. I'll get inside here so I get a little better light situation. Yeah, I don't know where the health inspectors are over here or anything, but we do have tapped beer here, which Jason says is kind of a novelty. You don't just get that all over. There's the bartender back there. Then we'll walk on out here and take a look at the river. Okay, here's the river. It's a pretty good sized river. And there's the sun over there. Now, that's just supposed to drop out of the sky here pretty quick. I don't think I'm going to try to videotape that. We'll see what happens. Then right down here, everybody's just doing their wash and taking a bath and you name it, right in the edge of the river.
Now we're at Hamdallaye. It's the training site where all the trainees come when they first get to Niger. And they come here and they learn how to speak Zarma or Hausa or whatever language. They learn how to do technical things like gardening and how to do a lot of the things the work that they're going to do in their village. And this is a model garden site that we have here to teach people how to garden, how to do live fencing and things like that. So we have a tree nursery here. We have garden planches. Hopeful. Wat aan go. Wat zal mij? Wat een goede. Daar de goede zien. Alhamdulillah. there's all different kinds of trees in here, and they have gardeners here year-round to take care of this whole thing. Well, similar to something I did in my village. We're out planting our live fence.
I think we have pictures at home of you with this plot
here
here.
too. This is the live fencing type thing, like I was telling in this pasture bowl.
Oh, okay.
Where they cut the branches down and bring them down. And those thorny trees will make a fence around this garden. And they have like rabbit.
Now these pots around here, Jason, are they plastic? You make them yourself, or what's the
No,
deal
they're
on
plastic. You buy them. They're like 5 francs a piece.
them? Okay.
And these are rabbit cages and things to teach people how to take care of rabbits.
Are they trying to teach people how to raise rabbits for their own meat here, or is that the idea?
Yeah, it's a really cheap, easy way of having meat here. That's to reproduce and things. I'll do lifting device. The animal traction one that you use with an animals. You hook that rope up and go down. Just technology, village level things that they can do, build this. Yeah, they got compost pits over there. You know, all these pulleys and stuff can all be made in the village.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a real big one then?
This.
Oh, okay. Demonstration here?
Oh.
Now, is that bucket open up in the bottom to dump then, or
Yeah,
what?
if he gets some water, he'll show you.
Okay. I wasn't looking for that to open up in the bottom. That's pretty neat.
Toy pineapple. Yeah, no. Want to go out do?
That's cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That is very clever. That is cool. I couldn't print that video.
Now, is that an animal skin, Jason, or what is that piece of plastic?
I couldn't quite see
Okay.
how that worked.
Okay, then you got your water running out the irrigation trench here.
Villagers could feasibly do this all on their own. I mean, with the wood and stuff. They grow fast. You can get fruit off of papaya in 2-3 years.
Oh, these are papayas and they grow fast. Hmm?
There's a mango right there. It's not full grown though.
Go right
It'll
here.
take 5 years for a mango to get a fruit.
Okay.
This is the training site. Stairs going up to the training site. Those are people that just got done with their motorcycle training, and they're going up towards the site.
Hamdallaye that day, they talked Jason into conducting a class to show off for his folks, I guess. And something else that hasn't been mentioned yet is the Peace Corps volunteers, when they reach Niger, they have a full 3-month training session where they learn language and their farming skills that they'll need when they go to their villages. Also, before they leave for their villages, the instructors assign each of the trainees a village name. And Jason's village name is Jackson. So you'll hear the villagers referring to him as Jackson.
Mino. Agora verdade, olá. Quer ligação da água marcada, olá. Zami foram né. É, vai um Cali. Abre Cali. Zami wo Cali se em Cali Cardi. Em Turi Cali Cardineo. É. Vem algo. É, já ligar com E foram né. Enchen de teje e go furo Cali. Sim. É, sim, furo. Zami Cali Cardi Goneo. And in Cali I go Macani. Zami Almans furo. E furo go em Cali lá. Albasan, Marlati, Salati, Sumi, tudo gono. Abdu Makani Zama in Cali Asiftal. Almans furo, for tudo Makani Zama Cali Cardigo. For gono. No, Abdu simple son, das amigos Goiban, Asi Cali Sinji Hanse, Asi Koi Kalmorg, Tuizku. I do simple. Simple. It's like to nap.
I might do some for the night.
Yes.
Some again,
Yeah. Já ligado do água do Macau em São
At conserving wood, which is very scarce, is constructing buildings in the native style, utilizing banco and adobe brick, but using no wood. This building is a maison sans bois, or house without wood.
Like you can see, they start off on the bottom with big bricks, with large bricks until they get about up to here. Then they start with small bricks that are only about that big, and they go up toward make the dome. And you can see more on this one, the rings that they...
You can see where the bricks
they lay the rings of bricks on top.
Now, do they have a form inside here to
What they do is they have a radial arm that goes to the center point in the room here. Goes from the center point and it goes up here like this. And as they go up, that arm guides the bricks. And it's offset. It's an offset radial arm. Like the pivot point is here, then it's got a bar right there. And then the arm goes off one of these as it rotates around.
Okay.
It doesn't make it, it doesn't just make it round, it's kind of arched on top.
Okay. Now, when they put these up, do they just put up a few rows and let it dry for a while or something, or?
No, you can do the whole thing in one day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After leaving Hamdallaye that day, we hitched a ride in a Peace Corps pickup to Ouallam. Ouallam is about 60 miles north of Niamey, the capital city. And in Ouallam, the Peace Corps maintains a hostel there. And the hostel is used by Jason's Peace Corps team, which consists of 7 members. So when they get into town, into Ouallam, they have the hostel to go to and clean up and a place to stay when they're there.
He fills those up.
Okay, Jason.
We're walking down one of the main streets in Ouallam here. Ouallam's a pretty typical Nigerian larger village. It's got electricity and running water. Well, not every house has running water, but there is running water available if you have enough money to get it. Shannon says there's about 6,000 people here, I guess. Just for get an idea. They've got pretty complete medical services here as far as a rural area goes. They've got a...
Do they have a doctor stationed here?
Yeah. There's like a medical center and a maternity center and a pharmacy and things here. This is like a, I don't know how you describe it, like a county seat, I guess. Yeah. Is that how you describe it? Sure. Yeah. And you can see up on the top of the hill over there. Well, come here. Up there, that's the
Oh, where the
government or whatever.
where the flag's flying up there?
What?
The flag's flying up
Yeah,
there?
that's like the center of the county government.
Okay.
And that's where Shannon works over there. That's the internal ward.
Oh, okay. This is a bar here, they tell me, that you'd never know. That's Jason and Hadley. They're walking in ahead of me to clear the way. Familiar? Fanta Tropical. We have to go through to find the bar the way it looks. It's pretty warm today. It's probably 100 degrees. This is the bar? Oh. Well, this is the bar, folks. Don't see anybody around.
Are the chairs out there?
No, of course not.
No?
No.
Well, looks like we got to kick the sheep and the goats out of the way here before we can set up in the bar the chickens.
What do you want, Pop?
I'll have a beer. Beer Niger, nice cold one. Watch out for that sheep, Hadley. I don't think you have to bring a chair for him, though, do you?
Hadley, what do you want?
Coke, please.
Okay.
Well,
I think that's serviceable.
I don't know if we can sit in that one or not. It looks like she's pretty well broken down. I think the sheep's been laying in that one. Yeah, well, this is a bar, folks. Plenty of sheep manure on the floor. Say the sanitary conditions aren't that great.
I brought one just for good measure.
Now here's the guy coming down the street with his camel, and he's got a load of hay. Full. Full. They say that's hay, but I don't know. Yeah, full.
Okay, this is sugar cane, and it's sugar cane season right now. And you buy it like this, and you can buy it with the skin on it or the skin off of it. Yeah, I know. It won't go through. Just have to kinda There you go. Okay, and then you just kind of take it like this, and you have to get this skin off first, like this. Kind of bite that, and then that's the part you eat right there. And you just chew it like it's chewing gum. And when there's no more sugar taste left in it, then you just spit it out. Yeah.
Well, so you don't devour the whole thing, you spit out what's left after it's not sweet anymore.
Take the taste out. Do you like it?
It tastes like sugar.
Clothes here. Looks like they just got a bucket there with some soap in it and just go right at it.
Sama. Dad. So.
Hi.
Sama. And this is
Full.
same like washing clothes.
We're watching him iron our clothes. They just put the hot coals inside of the iron, and that's the way they do it.
What up?
It's about 10 cents to wash and iron a shirt or pants here. You notice he puts the iron up on top of the wall there so someone doesn't grab it or accidentally get hurt. Pretty safety minded. Holds that iron right up with briquettes, and every once in a while he picks it up and waves it around to fan him, and then he's all set to go again. See the hole in the top there where the briquettes are. Hostile. And that AFSI, that's the team Jason's on. That stands for African Food System Initiative. That's one of the workers there that helps out the hostel to keep it clean, to wash the clothes and things. Well, this is inside the hostel. That's their truck there they use to haul their supplies around. That's some of the forms from the well that Jason put in his village. They're sitting here yet. They have to be returned to the training center. Well, this is looking back the other way in the hostel. Over here is the showers. And this other door over here, this is a little latrine. We'll walk in there. That's kind of educational. When you go in, you clap. There's no door with a lock on it or anything. Clap, 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 clap. Start clapping, but I got the cap in one head anyway. Okay, we'll walk in here. And this is all it is. There's a business end here. Anyway, that's a little latrine right here. It's part of a wedding ceremony that was taking place in Ouallam while we were staying there. Comes the crowd control guy again.
Scurry in the corners here. Don't miss it. That wasn't good enough then, they said.
Yeah.
They're all from the bride's family and friends, like your bridesmaids.
Oh, okay.
Tadi fofo iko. Sama mata gahamu. Alhamdulillah. Dauda. Jibo. Fofo. Foto gore. Mata gahamu. Sabu. I'm going to also move on. They should move on. What's more?
Take care of it.
Looks good.
So,
Good.
Ate.
To the post office, and you got a care package from home. What do you think, James? Pretty good stuff?
Jackpot.
Jackpot. Oh, Kool-Aid. Oh, wow.
Look at this. Solid month supply of Kool-Aid.
Oh, boy.
Artwork from the kids.
Hey.
My sister's kids.
Oh, your nieces, huh?
All kinds of stuff. A picture of snow, which I don't
Wait a minute
remember.
now. Snow?
Yeah.
What's that like? You don't
It's
think?
white,
Can't
looks
imagine
like-
what snow is in this 100-degree weather here.
These kids are wearing a lot of clothes, too. A lot of clothes. They don't have that many clothes here. Yeah, it's a good day for mail here in Ouallam, definitely. And Doritos.
Oh.
Good powdered Doritos.
Powdered Doritos. Oh.
Just add water.
Add water, mix them back up, press them out, cut them up.
You got it.
There you go. What do you think, Jackson?
Well,
Not bad, huh?
so you get some comparison to what I did in my village. This is a lot different. You can see there's no cement lining. It's all wood at the top here, and every once in a while they have wooden supports down at the bottom to reinforce it. See, this is where they pull up the ropes. It does that to the wood.
Now, how far is this well from the town, Jason?
Oh, about 1 kilometer.
That's about 6/10 of a mile.
Oh, only going to mile.
Yeah, she just offered Jason a drink. Now she's going to pull some more water up. Takes a lot of pulling to make all those grooves in the log there. How deep is this well, Jay?
This is probably about 10 meters deep. Maybe not quite that. Seeing this rope here, I'm sure is here in case someone falls in, they can climb out.
Oh, I see. There should be...
When Andy, no.
Oh,
Donandi.
Donandi.
Ajirbihinza.
Oh.
Kara subo senandi ga ine wasufu.
Oh. No. Someone put their rope down there and it's stuck.
Oh.
And it's been down there 3 days. Can't get it up.
You know, it should be a lot handier for if she had all those knots in that rope, I would think.
Got enough footage?
Yeah.
We should be going. Shannon's waiting for us.
Let's wait till she gets the bucket up here. There we go. Okay. Now, is that a goat bladder or something there, or just
That
plastic?
was actually rubber.
Rubber?
Yeah, made out of inner tube, but they do make some of them out of leather. Goat skin. Due to the extreme heat, everyone sleeps outside except for a very short time during the cool season. This is a picture of our accommodations while we're in Ouallam. Needless to say, there was no mint under the pillow. Dinner is traditionally served outside where guests are seated on mats. Food is served in one dish, with Westerners using silverware and Nigerians using their hands. Nigerian women do not eat with the men, but Anasari, or white women, are expected to do so. Work does not deal solely with agriculture. A nutritionist is part of each team. Shannon, the nutritionist on Jason's team, is conducting a baby weighing. This is done every 6 months. According to Shannon, babies here do not gain much weight in 6 months. Now for a baby weighing, we're going to tie a scale and a branch up there someplace. And I got a couple ladies waiting right here with their babies right now.
No, there are other extra chairs.
That's Shannon, she's our nutritionist. Right, Shannon? Yep. Hi. Or would you?
See, little Mr. Helper guy. You don't need help, you know.
To get some more film. I ran out of film over there watching the weigh-in. But as you can see, the village is pretty well emptied out. Everybody's over there watching the weigh-in. There's hardly anybody around. So I think I'll go back over there and see what's going on. Now this is the situation here. We can just leave the truck sit here by itself with all our gear in it. And there's not a worry in the world. Nobody will bother a thing. That is really a tiny one there, guys.
Yeah, he's in.
Go ahead.
Got him?
Yep, I'm gonna.
He's on it.
4 kilograms. 4 kilograms.
We got our crowd control guy with the switch there again. Taking care of the kids, keeping them out of the way. Okay, we're on the road going to Jason's village. How these trucks hold up on this punishment, Jason?
Better than you'd expect.
Really?
Now this is all a lake in the rainy season.
Oh, okay.
See where our truck got stuck there once.
Oh, yeah.
It really stuck.
How'd you get?
Oh, I can imagine. I can tell.
Jackson bottom.
Well, here's Jackson's place. Well, looks like we're getting company right, Jackson.
Here you go. Let's see this little brother.
Oh, they're glad to see you.
Oh, they're glad to see you.
Oh.
Seidu, how are you? Fofo. Yeah, Fofo.
Ah, Seidu.
Yo, that's Seidu's mom here coming in. She's the most wonderful woman in the world. Just listen to her voice. She's got the most wonderful voice. Daddy. Fofo. Para samai.
Ah,
naka ngane ngoya walla hay awani to mata gaham mata andokulu bora kulu gban to baraka idig sab walla
Fofo.
nigban samay walla walla sab to mata kwara ay يقتاي يقتاي هلا ما انت كيف سبحان اللي كويت لا بيبي تو ما تقانقو ما تقوار هري ورا كل قبان أنا كاقدين أنا كجاك سنقو اللي كويت لا بيبي
سما
أي والله قصاب جاك سنة فوفو فومي مدن ما تقا اللي قصابو تالي كل شيء برا وواني زرم كينا ما نقع ونه ولا منونو سفي دارو سفي ولا دريني قا قبوا من كام بندا
أمانيكا
Wallahi
Zan
an
bayin
kokiri
kaina
koy
hiji.
deri gomini.
Bi gabu kaina hiji.
hiji.
Ir koy mu fonda goy. A haran kagidi nan kara izogo. Tali kul saga.
Well, we're entering Jason's house here now.
Hopefully Sadhu swept inside.
Oh, now this is much nicer than I pictured it. It is. It is.
So,
Well, I'll try to get a little footage of Jason's house here.
okay, Soda.
Nice chair, Jason.
Thanks, Pop.
Cool in here,
You
though.
have to come out and follow this one. She's
Oh, sure.
And here's his water purification setup. We'll have to have him go over that with us after a while. Don't quite understand it. And this is a 2-room bungalow, I guess. Here's another little room back here. Yeah, it looks like a bed in here. On some kind of reeds or something. That's the roof, or the ceiling, made out of mud and sticks. There's Jason's thermometer. It's reading 90 degrees, and it's inside his house here. It feels cool in here, but still it's 90 degrees. Yeah, we're just walking around Jason's village meeting people.
Kubuza wala.
Aho kabuza.
Oh, oh, wow. Woo.
Aho.
Man, oh man, wee. Holy cow, that is big. Wow, wee. Yes.
Wallahi.
Wanda goy.
Ya dirba.
Ika.
Ika. Ika gidi. Yo tare amboli. Agboli al mantikena.
Yo tare ne wa kani say.
Boko.
Goy.
Wallahi agboli.
Sama wala.
La din dino.
Semi.
Ko impunan di.
One of my other best friends. Sao fo. Matni go. Matga hamay. Pa sama wala. Good sabu. Here you go, koi windy. Oh, koi gidi kwara. Oh, to, yadin no arte. Oh, ali in fun kwara. To. To, kara ton. No.
Bandina,
This is Zabu. This is
Zaidu.
Zaidu.
Oh, Zaidu.
They do?
This he was just born right when I got back from America.
Oh, this is a little cutie.
Can you more easy man height?
Oh, look at that face. Oh,
He's gotten a lot bigger.
what a sweetheart. Oh, he's adorable. I got some look at that.
And what's his name, Jason?
Tanimu.
Tanimu? Oh. Hi. Fofo?
You guy Bob fo.
Amen.
You got fo.
Ana din bab ka mo ngano hinchi.
Oh, yeah, not you. Man, I Bob Hinchin. He said he's going to give you all a goat one.
Oh.
Man, I Bob Hinchin. Tanimu.
Tu meta mimo. Pija lisense. Ayo iko chego na go. Soka setu wana. Ayo chia. Ta wala, kalalang kaya. Wala.
Bye.
Hey, gansang.
I'll tell you go. Hey, Zankai,
We haven't.
Wallahi.
I'm going to get that photo.
It's millet sacks.
Oh, it
It's
is?
millet sacks they unravel.
Oh, I see.
For the most part, I mean, they all make their own ropes here. Oh, I've never seen a store-bought rope.
Oh, really?
They make it from this, and they also make it from a reed.
Oh.
That they harvest and they soak it and then they strip the bark off and they make it out of bark.
Okay. I don't think you probably made this rope in one day here, did you?
I don't think so. Dziwny marginal kani to yadi. Dziwny marginal kani wogba.
What?
Dziwny falan wala.
Come on, falan na stage falan. So, tomorrow go ga bi wasu. In stage min za gaban.
Okay, 3 days.
3 days worth?
Tomorrow go ga bi wasu in stage min kula.
Do it fast. He says. One person doing it fast can do it in 3 days.
Oh, okay.
This is on my normal rod. Okay, what? Whoa. So tomorrow night we'll go up there and want to climb on that tumby over there, that mesa.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's really tall and really far, but actually it's really close and really short.
Is that right? Yeah, it looks enormous.
I think one of your letters you talked about going up there with Mike or somebody.
What'd you say?
I think one of your letters you talked about going up there with Mike or somebody.
Yeah, we did. Well, some of those pictures that Matthias I sent you were on top of a plateau, like watching the sunset with the bears and stuff.
Okay.
I was up on top of one of these.
So this is what you do every time you're away from your village and you come back, you go around and meet everybody?
Yeah, usually. Usually before I leave too, I do this.
Oh, okay.
It's really a poor little village, isn't it? But they're trying.
No choice. You know? They'd rather not, I'm sure. The guy who he's playing.
Trouble is he ain't set up.
I'm sure he's fine on set up, but we'll see if he's home. He's really a nice guy too, man. He's home. He speaks English.
Oh, does he?
Well, he doesn't have any teeth.
Oh.
So I can't understand him anytime he ever says anything. Ni Bob Gono.
Huh?
Ni Bob Gono.
Okay, Jason.
Well, this is some soil conservation work that we were doing, and we laid out rock lines at 10-meter intervals, and the purpose wasn't really to completely stop the water that was rushing through this gully, but just to slow it down so that the sediment will settle out of it. And before we started, all the ground was like this. It was real hard clay soil, but then afterwards, above the rock lines, sand started to come in. This is only after one rainy season that this much sand and stuff has settled behind these rock lines.
Oh, okay.
So we're probably not going to plant anything in this part next year, but there'll be grass and things that come up on their own in this part that'll make it even stronger.
And did mostly the children from the village do this?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they helped me do it.
Yeah. That's great.
Now here's some more rock lines here that where they're trying to save some soil. Yeah, these are water catchments they make here. It's sort of like our terracing in the States. They start at the top of a slope and put these in all the way down, staggered around to catch the water and soil, slow it down.
These are called eye holes, and they're another soil management technique where you dig a hole and you put manure in the bottom of it like that. And then before the next rains come, the wind will bring soil on top of it. And then when the rains rains come, you can plant in that soil, and that manure and the millet will grow in this soil.
Oh, I see.
It'll slowly start to restore itself.
They have a lot of salmon stuff captured already.
Looks like that's pretty hard digging.
Yeah, it is hard digging. A lot of the soil where they have to do this isn't quite this hard as this stuff.
This is the middle of a millet field right here. There's not much to see. It's just a big sand pile almost, and but they'll come out here about June and they'll chop down these stalks that are here from last year yet. Like this one right here, they'll chop those down, and then they'll just dig another hole and throw some seeds in, cover it up, and hope it rains. Now there's a granary over there. They have those sitting around in the center of the fields here and there, so they don't have to carry the millet too far when they harvest it. Well, we're walking up to the well right now. This is kind of the community center the way it looks. And Jason and his crew just put a new well in here this summer, or the previous fall. You want to tell us a little bit about that well, Jason? How it's done and how deep it is and things?
Well, it's about 26 meters deep. It's a telescope type, I don't know, hanging well. It's reinforced cement. 180 centimeter diameter.
Should be on the other side. This is into the sun, ain't gonna work.
Ano kali bani? Samay.
Little babies, they just hang on during water pulling, millet pounding, you name it. This lady must have all her water pulled. She's winding up her rope, ready to go home. Oh, it really looks pretty good in here. Of course, they have to carry water to everything, but they've got some pretty good looking crops growing here right now. And everybody's busy today, watering and pulling weeds and things. I don't think weeds are too big a problem. They don't even grow good here.
Well, this is cabbage. She said this is thirsty though.
Thirsty?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of water. Huh? Are these potatoes here?
Yeah.
Oh, they look pretty good.
Intercrop with, she's got garlic planter on the outside.
Oh, okay. What's that? Is that to keep the bugs away or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is all stuff that we did in the garden training that we did in Hamdallaye. We took some of our villagers down there.
Oh, okay.
To teach them how to intercrop and things like that.
I see.
How to repellent plant. Do things like that. Yeah. To interplant like tomatoes that are properly spaced with cabbage. But we're trying to do intensive gardening type practices.
Oh, I see.
Teach them how to do that.
Kind of double crop more or
Yeah,
less.
because you can get twice as much stuff in the same amount of space if you intercrop with tomatoes and cabbage rather than just cabbage and just tomatoes.
This is, I think, about what that guy in the States does. He's square foot gardening, isn't it, Charlotte?
More or less, but it's the correct thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it conserves water. Over here you can see the tree.
Go.
Okay, this is where we all planted a live fence for protecting this garden. You can see this fence here is not very strong, and it takes a lot of wood to make it. So we're trying to teach people how to plant trees with thorns on. You can see the thorns on this tree. If they plant trees with thorns like this, about 1 meter apart, like these are, they'll grow up, and as they grow, you intertwine their branches and chop them off on top and lay the branches down on the bottom so animals can't get into the garden.
Oh.
And they won't have to do this type of fence anymore.
So they once have this done, it should be it.
Yeah. But you see, the problem is protecting these until they get big enough to protect your garden.
Okay.
Like this fence doesn't stay up until the animals go off on the during the rain season. Someone takes the animals away, herds them away, so that they can't eat all their crops. But if they don't protect these until then, the animals will just come and strip all the leaves off these. And it'll take a really long time for them to get big enough to do anything with it.
Is this a plant that's native to this area? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all these seeds were collected right around here.
Oh, okay.
And planted.
It's a bad place to walk around barefoot. Look at the thorns and everything. Jeepers, all over the sand here. There's these thorny bushes that fall off of the trees, and they're just laying everywhere. The wind blows. You just see these women carried water all day long. Big job around here. Now, some families have their own individual garden plots. They have this grass mat around the outside to keep the animals out, and they have their crops planted in here. And I noticed they put cloth over top of their melons or squash, wherever they're growing. Must be to keep the sun off until they get ripe or something. I'll have to ask Jason about that. See, over there's another one that's got like an old rag draped over top of it. But the stuff looks good and healthy here. They have to do a lot of watering. Twice a day they carry water to this stuff. The women do all that. It's a lot of work.
Put these in, and they were more made for a garden site rather than for a community well. So they're not supposed to be used 24 hours a day like they were. And they just got work too hard. Hey, Zumbu! Ouallam and Daké. And so they just used it too hard, and like when they'd break, they wouldn't replace the bearings and stuff. They would just keep using them until they wore right through the bolts. So the bolts are all ruined. You can't even take the bolts off now. So it's just totally ruined. Until we see those little square holders on top, you can put traditional type pulleys in those if you want.
Okay.
Like made out of wood and
okay.
rebar.
Okay.
But they don't. Even though I told them to many times, they just don't. It's easy, but they don't do it.
Just rather throw the bucket down and pull it back up with a rope.
Yeah. Well, it's another one of those intangible things you can't explain.
Yeah. Well, you can start commentating anytime you want to, Jason.
I've got to go. Sama wala. If no one go to they're safari.
Safayan, Duria.
Oh.
Oh.
See, first they break it up into little pieces like that and shove it in the.
Ah, te one keg mami.
Huh?
I know one keg mami.
I stay hang kan nigma. I go sala na niya say.
Oh.
So mas asibay go yachine. Asipaham.
Oh, niya say go gichi.
Oh.
Oh, ta body.
Yeah. So first they'll do like this to knock all the heads of the billet off, so it looks like that over there. And it breaks up all this, they call it like the wood, the mill of wood. It breaks up like that, and then they winnow it out.
Let me throw it up in the air.
Yeah, like sift it out of there.
Vlindi.
Doodle Indy.
Put my chair.
is like to the next stage over here. She's a little bit farther along. Oh, fun to go, you know, fun to go.
Jackson matankali.
Sama
Mataga yawai kai. To madalla.
Yo, Tari, I can't say.
To madalla.
Yeah. Oh, ingino akbag.
Aninga maduro.
Hey, nim si haru.
Oh, kabari. Kabufaga.
Oh.
What did she say?
She's like, change hands.
You want to get Mom's camera, take a picture of her doing that, Jason?
You want a still picture of you doing that, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is hard.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Boro. I didn't shut those shutter or anything.
It's shut by itself.
Oh, no, fun to go. They call it boko right here. Boko. Yeah, and this is kind of how they measure their millet. Like I got 5 buckos off of that field, or I got 10, or I got 12, or whatever.
Well, no, is the rope just so long that they wrapped around they know what a bucko is, or?
They just know.
Oh.
I mean, ever since they've been a little kid, they've done this, and they know that's a bucko.
You wanna chinwanoga.
Lolo. Oh, okay. Okay, so you see they got little indentations in the ground here where they set their little pounders every day.
Oh, yeah.
And where do they sift it out? Right
here. That's why all this chaff is here, because they'll sit here and sift it in the wind. I don't know if we'll come back a little bit later. They'll be doing that.
Yeah.
Houses made out of straw. You don't see many of those anymore. They're making them out of mud. They seem to last a little longer, I guess.
Oh, Chimbukali.
Oh,
Oh, madalla, to, kofo, matinigo, samai,
Samai, samai,
samai, hamo,
sorghum. And this is bean hay. Feed animals.
Now, was that raised last summer? You just brought this in out of his granary out there? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, recessional agriculture garden. All the things you see here, all these are beans here. The stuff that they've harvested already, beans. And these are like gourds, I guess, calabashes right here, that they'll make bowls and things out of and use for eating. And all this was planted after the last rain, so rain has never fallen on any of these crops here.
Amazing.
It's all planted right in soil that has a little bit of moisture in it, and it's just the species is such that it grows without a lot of moisture. It's like a watermelon. It's not very sweet, but it makes a fruit like a watermelon, like that over there. You can see it over there.
Oh.
You can see where he's got some of the little gourds over there. Gourds that you make the spoons out of.
Oh.
So they'll cut these in half and then make spoons out of them.
Mm-hmm.
All the gumbo.
So they're strictly for utilitarian purposes.
Yeah, I don't think they probably eat any of this gumbo.
And that stuff he's harvested over there like he was carrying it back?
Yeah, see, because all this is done. All this beans here, it's given fruit. So he'll be just harvesting all this to feed to his animals.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, this is bean hay that will feed to their animals after they're done harvesting the beans off of the bean plant. They gather it up like this, and they'll feed it to their goats and sheep and horses and things like
Okay.
that.
How about this fence? That looks pretty impressive.
Well, it's all hand woven out of grass. It's probably about 5 or 6 feet tall. They weave it into a mat like this to protect their garden from the animals. And you can see one man's family did this. Him and a couple of his children did all these fences.
Wow, what a huge amount of work. How long do you think a fence like this will last?
Not, I mean, they'll have to take it down. They'll have to do it all again next year.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. So they'll be able to save some of these mats, or you think they'll be all shot after the season?
After the season, they'll probably take some of them back to the village and do stuff with them. Like maybe build houses with them, or
okay.
You know, make porches with them.
Okay, commentary, Jason.
Well, they use this for cleaning their fields to cut the roots up out of the millet. They cut the roots up like that and then upturn them. They also use this for planting. Like a man will put one in there, and then he'll take a step and put another one in there. He'll take another step and put another one there, and someone else walks behind him and drops seeds in them.
Oh, okay.
And covers them up.
Okay. Just hold that up a little bit. I'll kind of pan
This
in
one's
on it.
really worn out.
Worn out?
You can see how worn out it is.
That's all one piece of wood, isn't it? Just an odd-shaped branch?
Yeah. They treat the wood.
Well, the village girls, they've been out gathering wood today. That's their job.
Well, this is Himu too. He's Idris's son.
Oh, the little guy here?
Yeah. Himu. Ovo. Ondagoi. Nigo Koikwara. Oh. Matganigo. Mat Niwande. This is what they call in French, they call it boule, and Zarmas call it donu or kawi, and it's a millet drink. It has like millet dissolved in it. They pound millet up till it's a real fine powder, and they make it into a ball, and then they store those balls, and then they use one of those balls every day, and they put it in a bowl like this, and they add water, and they just take this thing here and just mash that ball up till it's dissolved into this kind of drink, and it's kind of gritty. And it makes the water white like that. They call it white water too in Zarma.
Does this have pepper and stuff in it also?
This one doesn't. Sometimes they put pepper in it. Sometimes they use milk. Sometimes they put sugar in it if they're rich. But I've never gotten it with sugar here or milk here. Just always water. Water and millet.
Some.
Oh, Mom's gonna try some.
I'm gonna try some.
Boy, aren't you daring today?
And it's really, this is like all they'll have for lunch. They'll have this and then drink some water afterwards, and that's all they'll have.
Is this breakfast too, or do they not eat a traditional, a breakfast as
And usually they eat what's left over from the night before for breakfast in the morning. Sometimes they warm it up, sometimes they don't. So it's the same food.
what we had last night? That's probably what they had for breakfast this morning.
That's about it. Well, Charlotte got a job today. The master gardener over here gave her a, what's that called, Jason?
In Zarma it's called a laptunda.
Laptunda, sort of like a pumpkin or a squash. Anyway, she's going to try fixing it over
We're
here this
invited
afternoon.
out for dinner, and I'm to bring a dish.
Oh, that's cool.
Get a spoon, Jamie, just to scoop the seeds and stuff out. Here it is. Jason said it's between a pumpkin and a squash, so let's see what we got here.
There's Charlotte cutting up the supper for tonight.
You didn't bring any of those apples along, did
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Did you?
I think there should be some in that suitcase.
I might throw one or two of those in there.
Showed up, so we're going to get some camel rides this afternoon. He's sitting in the shade over here. And that's
His name's Tawi.
Tawi. Hi, Tawi. How you doing?
It means he's a twin.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Okay. You ready?
Oh, up here like that?
Yeah, slide forward. They want you to slide forward. Way, way forward so that thing's right between your legs.
I'm going to fall off here, am I?
Hang on tight. When that thing gets up, you hang on really tight.
And I don't want want to join. Let him drive.
Hang on. Hang on.
Let's make a good picture. That camera's looking right at you, Charlotte.
But you're too close.
The satellite gonna fall off.
So, والله هم برك كذا بارم منودن. He keeps saying over and over, boy, you do it much better than Dad. Hang on, hang on.
Smile.
No problem. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I may never come back.
All right.
Oh, he's an old man.
Okay. Okay, Dad wanted me to talk a little bit about Ramadan, the Islamic festival of fasting. And for 1 month, as soon as the moon starts to wax during this month, they start fasting during the day, which means about 4:30 they wake everybody up. The kids walk around banging little pans and stuff, and they have a call to prayer. And then everyone eats before sunup, because between sunup and sunset they're not supposed to eat for a whole month.
Or
so
drink.
They eat before sunup, and then after the sun goes down they eat and drink. So they can't even drink water during the day, during that time. And a lot of people don't even spit. They spit out, or don't even swallow their spit. They spit out everything. They don't swallow anything from about 5:30, 6 o'clock or whatever until the sun goes down at 7, the evening prayer. Then at night they usually have a little bit better food. Like this is something called cocoa, and it's a pounded millet with some pepper and sugar in it. It's really good.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Ramadan festival is supposed to be so people. It's supposed to be like a cleansing thing and asking for forgiveness, kind of like Lent or so whatever in the Catholic faith. So you're to become more aware of Allah's presence in your life and things like that. You know, because by fasting and things, you separate yourself from the material world a little bit and you start to become more introspective. And that's what they do during Ramadan. It lasts a whole month, and at the end of the month they have a big festival or a big party where they have a big prayer. They all go out in the bush and have a big prayer, and then afterwards they have a big meal. They kill goats and chickens and things and make really good food. Yes.
Okay, that's about it, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, this is a truck the kids on the Ouallam team all share.
Yes.
Okay, that's about it. This is what they call an improved cook stove. I'll let Jason do a little explaining about that.
Well, it's called an improved cook stove because in order to conserve wood and to make cooking safer, you build a mud enclosure around the stove like this. And there's a pot that fits in like this, and it's a real easy technology to do, except you have to make sure you measure things correctly to make it efficient. Like the walls should all be about the width of your hand, like that. And when you put the pot in, your hand should fit around the pot like that to allow enough air to get in, but then the heat doesn't escape so much. And then you tell them, that you measure this is like the width of your hand, and your thumb should pass underneath the pot when it's sitting on the top of the rocks, because you lay down 3 rocks like this, and you put the pot down, and then you just pile the mud around it like that, smooth it out, and cut the door, and there's a couple air holes in back. And it's just, it saves a lot of wood because the wind doesn't blow in there and take all the fire and heat out of there. And also the pot can't tip over and injure people like with hot water and things.
Oh, that sounds good.
So that's a cooking stove.
Now, this lady brings water over to Jason's house every morning. Hi.
Okay.
Nice.
Asama fofo. Asama wala.
Okay, now he's going to sweep. Okay, I want to see how this goes here. Yeah. Yeah. And they sweep up the sand, get the dirt out of it, take it out, and then every once in a while, once a year or so, they'll completely take all the sand out of the house, go far away, and get some fresh sand and bring it back in and put it on the floor. Like spring cleaning, I guess. Yeah, see, she's getting all the dirt over this end now, so you can just scoop it right out. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, he's on his horse now. He's ready to take off for his fields. It's a pretty fancy getup he's got there. Here, she's getting all prettied up here. She had to change her dress and change her shirt and everything.
There we go.
This is a weaver in Jason's village.
One of them.
One of them, yeah. We didn't know this guy was around till today. But his loom here is all made up pretty simple. He uses his feet down there to move things back and forth. He just moves right along. I'm going to get it from the other side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a yarn. He's got that tied with some rocks on a board or something back here. That puts tension on it. And then that just comes right in the... Yeah, I'm going to show you. That just comes right in the door. And there he is. He uses his feet to move that loom back and forth. So, full.
There's your little pistol.
Hi there, little pistol. How are you today?
Full.
So they put a little water with that when they pound it like that, Jason?
Auto.
Hey, jak ten il výpadek, ale jsem vám vyňukat.
That's funny.
It's funny, isn't she?
Bobo. Hey, balik to ba?
Aban.
How much more do I have to do?
What is it?
He's a chunk, isn't he? Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Look what I wanted.
Yeah, it looks like you get enough to eat, Chuck.
Agbag kade merik. Agbag kunde merik.
Aquada. Oh.
Walk around here at the camera, we're ready to leave. This is Jason's porch. Here, this is where he parks his moto right here generally. There's his chair. He's got it pretty cozy here. He's got some rocks right there where he can set his lantern or set his drink or whatever on while he sits here reading at night. This is his bed right here. You can believe that, it's a bed. He throws his sleeping bag on there at night. Pretty cozy. And when you walk out this side, you get out here to the, I guess you call it the latrine and the shower area. Well, this is the shower area here. There's a block right in the middle. You stand on there and you pour the water over yourself so you're not standing in the dirt and stuff. Then you take a left here, and this is a little latrine area. Pretty crude. Now this is something that's a little interesting here. Outdoor latrines, if I can find this thing. You take and stick the end of the roll of toilet paper down in there, like so. That keeps it from unraveling in the wind, so you don't have about 30 feet of toilet paper laying out here when you come out.
Well, hi everybody. My mom and dad's trip here in Niger is almost over, and just thought I'd say hi to everybody. And everything here is fine. Mom and Dad can tell you all about it when they get home. They can answer all your questions and everything, and tell you what it's really like over here instead of what I've been telling you in my letters and stuff. They've seen the truth. Yeah, they had a really good trip, I think, and it was nice having them here. And if anyone else wants to come, talk to them and see if you can make it over here. It's a good time. Yeah, just everyone, all my love goes out to everybody there. I'm thinking about you all a lot, and I'll be home soon, I guess. Yeah, goodbye until the next time.